Okay, we have a word from Dr. Kay Holman about CSU.
Thank you, Hunter. Hunter, I've been going to these meetings longer than you have, too. I know there's a little surprise later in the day on that point. Wait till after lunch. Hi, everybody. I am Kay Holman here at Colorado State University. I'm in the Warner College of Natural Resources and in the Department of Ecosystem Science and Sustainability, as well, working for the Dean, handling our first-year learning communities. So everyone in the room who has ever participated or is currently participating in the Warner Learning Communities, would you please stand up or wave to the crowd front row up here, because the Dean needs to know that it's seriously represented. There's several people in the room, yeah. So in the whole back corner back here. So our Warner students take on in their first year a choice, 60 of them take on a choice to really be involved in natural resources leadership. And you see the fruit of our shared labor in their representation in COPARC, as well as the Wildlife Society, which is co-sponsoring this event today as our CSU partner. I want to give you a few pieces of information. First of all, parents in the room who once had little hunters in the room, Cam and Melissa. If you are interested in someday sending your child to Colorado State University, I mean this when I say I am happy to talk with you now, I'm happy to talk with you in the future. I will give you my personal cell phone number, and I really mean that. I was a first-generation student myself, and I really believe in the value of education. I know what we're doing here at CSU.
We'll post it online.
Perfect, yeah, blood type, our street address. If any of you are interested in University of Northern Colorado, which is our sister university 30 miles away, my husband, Dr. Steve Mackesy, would be happy to talk with you as well. Because our view, Steve was also first gen, our view is that this is about empowering our future and helping those students be provided with an education experience. And we Coloradans would like to keep our kids in Colorado, right? Yeah. All right, in terms of some ground rules, Steve, as you take a bite of that bagel that I brought in, we're technically not supposed to have food and drink in this room. I've said it out loud. I myself am breaking the rule. Please don't spill coffee on the floor. Please don't make facilities get mad at me. I know students bring food in here all the time, and the Dean brought coffee. So, yeah, so we're both breaking the rules, Alonzo. Other pieces of housekeeping. I need to thank all of the students who have volunteered to come out this morning to help COPARC. That's with the Wildlife Society and also with the learning communities that are here today. And I think I've probably just about covered what I'm supposed to cover, yes? Is there anything else I'm supposed to do? All right, Alonzo, because I've got the floor, I would like to turn it over to you. Our host officially is the Wildlife Society, but the Dean helped pull strings so we could get the room reserved early. So I'm going to share my mic time with Dean Alonzo Aguirre. Alonzo is an alum of Warner College, too. So, and you're originally from Mexico, where you studied Baja, where you studied sea turtles. So you're one of us as well. Okay, I'm turning over the mic.
I'm Alonso Aguirre. Welcome to the most beautiful and best natural resources college in the planet and for the world. I can tell you that for sure. I am a first gen too, and also very happy to be back after about 30 years and lead this institution. We are a very close community, and I just want to let you know that we just released our strategic plan. I'm going to leave several copies. If you are a student, faculty, or staff for Warner College, you can pick this in my office and let others keep a copy. I didn't bring enough for everybody, but let's circulate them. You can keep them. But we're very targeted and strategic in our goals. Excellence as natural resources, land-grant college, global natural resources leadership. I want to internationalize the college because when I was a student here, we were 25% of our graduate students were international. Now it's less than 5%. So we're going to change that. And also send students to other countries. So I just reactivated the International Affairs Committee, who is the only college with such a committee. I have about 20 faculty and staff and a couple students part of the committee, co-chaired by Stacy Lynn and Dave Knight. And I put them to the task to find out how many projects we have in other countries. We work in over 81 countries, and we don't know anything about it. So we're gonna do a beautiful screen with Impacto outside, showing all those projects, so to be interactive. Also, diversity, equity, inclusion is at the heart of it. We are the leaders in the whole university, and as you know, our assistant dean, Ricky Pearson, was the first hire to lead the effort for CSU, and they're always consulting with us. So we're very excited to continue that.
This little boy loves snakes.
Yeah, he hates snakes. And we obviously have a healthy culture and generate resources. So please browse this throughout the day, and welcome you to Warner College.
I have one more duty, cell phones. I realized as my little phone whistled at me, because it does this kind of when I have a text message, please do mute your phones. It'll be awkward if they go off. We are going to be recording today, and so thank you. And I'm going to sit down now.
Thank you. Thank you, Kay and Dina Guide, sorry. I appreciate you guys both being here and both allowing us to take this opportunity to share Colorado herb conservation at CSU. I'm incredibly in debt to both of you, and thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing you speak today, sir. All right, well, let's get moving. PARC is our parent organization, all right? We'll try and make this quick. PARC, and it goes into Southwest PARC, which is a regional chapter, and then COPARC is the state chapter after that. All of this is a diverse group of like-minded people. All we do is we get together, we brainstorm, we find solutions to herpetofauna conservation issues throughout the United States, and we put it into action. We have an opportunity for everybody to get together, speak, share their different perspectives, and put it together and put it into action as we can. We've got an international conservation network as well. We work well throughout the country and in multi-different countries. Also, we have people here from all different kinds of backgrounds. If you look around, I mean, we're really lucky to be having everybody here represented in some way, shape, or form, and be able to have everybody's input and just get things moving in the right direction. Oops. Park strategic growth, this is going to be the specific things we always try and hit on. Network growth, which is what we're doing here today. Sharing information, sharing communication modems. We're trying to figure out ways to get people to interact more and to ultimately collaborate in the end. We're also working on habitat conservation, species conservation. Those are the two big goals that we want to see, and that's what a lot of our field work does and our partnerships with other groups to be able to get them the data they need to be able to achieve both of those goals. COPARC, that's what you're here for today. We're the state chapter in the Southwest PARC region. We have active participants in Colorado reptile and amphibian conservation from all over the country that come here. But we have people from Wyoming that we love to have come down and participate in Colorado. We have people from New Mexico today. We have people from Pacific Northwest. It's just, we all try and get together because we're all passionate about trying to get herps in Colorado and in neighboring states the conservation they need. And it's run, this whole thing is a volunteer committee. Everything we do, everything you see up here is all volunteer. None of us get paid, none of us get any real special perks, but we all are passionate about one thing, and that's making sure herp conservation in Colorado is a priority. This is your committee. I'm going to let them introduce themselves real quick. I'm Hunter Johnson. I'm the senior co-chair. It's my last year, God willing, as senior co-chair. And I'm going to pass it off to the junior co-chair, soon to be senior co-chair, Mr. Remy Patton.
Howdy, I'm Remy Patton. I am the junior co-chair for COPARC. I myself am a Warner College alumni and was president of the Wildlife Society here for 3 years. I'm excited to be stepping up into the senior co-chair position, and I am so glad that we have so many awesome people here today. It is going to be such a sweet meeting.
Hey, I'm Sean McMullen. I am the liaison between the regional chapter of Southwest PARC and Colorado PARC.
I'm Hayden Lewis. I go to CSU too, also part of the Wildlife Society. I've been doing this for a couple years now, but yeah, thank you all for coming out.
My name's Graham Zephyrin. I go to MSU Denver. I do GIS for the website, and I love being out in the field. Thanks for coming.
Tim Morfel, Gainesville, Florida, formerly of Lakewood, former co-chair. Good to see everybody.
Aaron Jackson from Denver Zoo, and I have been on the steering committee for about 3 or 4 years now.
I'm Anthony Berardi. Been on the steering committee for a little over a year now, and also junior at Warner College of Natural Resources.
wanted to recognize a couple members that couldn't be here today. Stephanie Townsend is our treasurer. She's been doing amazing work for this organization for a number of years now, and she couldn't make it today. But we want to acknowledge her as well. And then if you met him at the front table, that would be Brendan Hettinger. He is a hobbyist of reptiles and amphibians and has been working with COPARC for a number of years now, but he's staying out there because he's all hobbled up on his broken leg. So he's working the table for a bit, and then he'll come back in a few. And then Carissa is our newest member. She couldn't be here. She's out of state dealing with some personal stuff, and we just wanted to make sure we acknowledge her and all the effort she's done as well in all of this. So you guys can take a seat now if you want. So you don't have to keep you standing. For COPARC specifically, like I was talking about, we have these different park-assigned growth pieces, and that network growth piece starts with this annual meeting. This is our largest annual meeting we've ever had with COPARC, so we are super thankful for you all today, to being here, to being a part of this, and helping us make history and continue to grow this organization and grow the goals and the missions that it has. Additionally, we have habitat conservation, which will help, is done through assisting government agencies, it's assisting different land managers, inventory groups, with all sorts of plans that they have, whether it be species plan specific or managing their property as a whole for helping with herd conservation. And that's done through our field surveys, that's done through some smaller effort surveys, and that's all contributes to also that networking piece that we have. And then, like I said, species conservation centers a lot around the specific finds that we have that are of note. Would be county records, whether it be state records, whether it be specific finds of rare localities, and assisting in helping to help different managers find new species on their property that would be potentially important to manage for. And also promoting ethical field herping practices. I was 12 once. I didn't know what an ethical field herping practice was. I know there's, you look at most of our steering committee and they'll say the same thing. But we want to make sure that the next generation of field herpers, of individuals that are interested in herp conservation, try and learn the right way and don't fall into the same mistakes that we do. And these are our partners. This is everybody that made this meeting possible, that made this past year possible, and God, we are so grateful for them. Starts with Colorado State University. Like I said, I cannot be more thankful for them and all that they've been able to do for us. And this meeting wouldn't be possible without the Wildlife Society at CSU chapter that we are so grateful for and get to hear from next. Without them, we couldn't have this partnership that we would have to be able to have this venue, to be able to have this meeting, and so we owe a lot to them, and we hope you guys will enjoy their presentation, tell them about the great organization they have here. Again, we've worked with a number of government agencies this year over the course of our work, through field surveys, through strategic planning and management. And then you see a lot of other companies down here. You see the Human Being, Animal Care, Mill Coast Photography, Animal Equipment by Stony, Chrome Apparel. All of these groups have helped us in some way, shape, or form to bring you the auction items, to bring you the merchandise that we have, to bring everything here in some way, or sponsoring us. And then we have these awesome other partners down here that have been crucial in our field survey work. And then we have a couple organizations, University of Northern Colorado, Wyoming Fish and Game, Colorado Parks and Wildlife, and the Katie Evanson Conservation Fund, all of which are responsible for parts of this meeting going to happen. So again, we are super thankful for all these places, and this meeting wouldn't have been able to happen without them.